Look, we know they're going to come. They're not going to roll over. You don't get to the grand final and a team rolls over. That's not going to happen. And we know that these guys are going to come at us, and I was pretty pleased with the resilience that we showed out there, and to get the win.
Obviously, getting the job done, you needed that, didn't you? Expectation as well. 13,000 fans here, massive win.
Yeah, look, that crowd's unbelievable. When it started rocking, I was going to go, shooting foul shots, but it's fantastic. And look, we just want to keep continuing what we're doing and playing unselfishly. When we share the ball, I thought we did that in the first half. We probably got a little bit stagnant in the second half with the ball movement, but we certainly got to keep the ball moving and attacking the rim. And James was sensational attacking the rim tonight.
You went to the ball 8 or 9 times going to the line, making a bit of a statement there.
Yeah, look, he was aggressive. When he's aggressive like that, he's hard to guard. They can't keep the ball in front of him, and he has the ability to penetrate and kick. He's unselfish with the ball. He's not going to force that up. And I thought Jermaine played real good in the first half. Probably tired a little bit in the second half, but I thought that first quarter, last 3 minutes of the first quarter was really a stepping stone to get in front. And the second quarter, the guys locked down.
How important was Beal when Damo was off?
Yeah, look, Damo got the cheap ones. He hasn't been in foul trouble all year. But look, we're confident with Jermaine. He can play the point guard as his first position if he wanted to, but he's better for us in the shooting guard. So it's good that he's able to play so many major minutes and with the ball in his hand.
And on Jimmy, there was external pressure, whether he shuts it out or not, I don't know, but he performed pretty well. And after that Wollongong game, when he said he was a bit nervous at the start, but he seemed to play pretty well in the first and got better and better.
Yeah, look, on Thursday he was great at practice. That was finished. Probably you guys beat it up a little bit for another couple of days, but he was focused on the team. I was happy the leadership group got together and said, hey, listen, this is the team, and we want to go ahead. And the practices have been fantastic. The guys in high spirits, and that showed out there on the court.
You're 1 win away now from winning the title. What will it take to win it?
Look, we're going to have to play better than tonight. Obviously, we've got to change a few things. They scored too many points on the penetration. So, it's going to take all our effort on Friday night. We've got to have a good recovery and ready to go Friday night.
Given that they're going to be on their home court now, what differences are you expecting from them?
Oh, well, all the role players play better at home, and that's the advantage of getting that home game. They've been one of the best record in the league. So we have to come out and it's really going to test our defence and put them under pressure.
They were pretty hot from long range at certain times. Were you expecting that? Was that a bit of a surprise?
Yeah, look, they come out on fire, and that's I wasn't expecting it, no, but sometimes you get games like that, they come out and it depends on the defence. That's when we kind of wrestled the game back and got that lead and didn't get fronted again.
They haven't been a great three-point shooting team all year, Trev. Do you try and pay a bit more attention to that now, or do you stick to what you're doing tonight?
Oh, obviously, we've got to take some adjustments in the game too. We can't come with the same game plan and expect the same result on their court. We're going to have to do some different things, and we'll sit down this week and go through that.
How important was Greg's game tonight?
I thought he was huge. Not only his offensive rebounds, his foul shooting came in at a crucial time. I think we just missed 2 before that, and Greg Geist both of them. And Greg's sacrificed a lot this year from being a starter last year and just playing behind probably James. But he hasn't said anything. He gets these minutes, sometimes 10 minutes, sometimes 20, sometimes 5, and he just works as hard as he can, and he's the ultimate teammate.
Damo, I guess fans would love to see you guys lift the trophy here on your home court, but can't really flirt with form given it's a grand final series game.
No, exactly right. We're obviously going over on Friday and we want to try and finish off the job there. We were fortunate enough to do it in 2010, but you don't want to leave it up to relying on home court advantage. So we're going to do all we can to try and win the trophy in Adelaide on Friday, and hopefully our fans will show up to celebrate it with us if we bring it back on Saturday.
How frustrating was it for you to be stifled by foul trouble in that second and third team?
Yeah, it was. It was really frustrating. In particular, I feel like you let your teammates down if you're spending the game sitting on the bench. So, I'll make sure I adjust to it and keep my hands out a little bit more in game 2. But I'm just glad that even when I was sitting on the bench, Jermaine stepped up, James stepped up, and as we mentioned before, Greg was fantastic. So it's nice to get a bad game out of the way and still come away with a win.
Tell us about Jermaine. He seems to really sort of thrive running that offense.
Yeah, he's great. He's the ultimate combo guard. He's so dangerous off that pick and roll. If you can stop and hit the three-pointer, so you've got to guard him a little bit closer. But then if you're too close, he blows by and can find the open man. So it's been a great combination all year because if one of us gets tired, the other can run the point, and we really feed off each other's energy.
You guys really locked down Gibbo in that first half. Were you a bit disappointed you got the leash you didn't see?
Yeah, we let him get back-to-back three-pointers, and that kind of got him in the game. So it was very frustrating to build a lead and not go on with it. Instead, we let a great team get back into it, and I thought it was led by Gibbo.
Just on some of your fouls again, you got a lot of ball on a lot of them.
Yeah.
What was going on?
Oh, look, they've called it tight all year. If you're going to reach in, there's a good chance you're going to get a foul. And the last thing you want to do is gamble with, leaving it up to a referee because, sometimes they get it right, sometimes they get it wrong. But if you put yourself in that position, and in the end, it's your fault. And I put myself in that position too many times and paid the consequences by having to get dragged and sit on the bench.
Do you feel there was a lot more fouls called than normal season?
There was more fouls called, but as the fouls they've been calling all year, maybe both teams had a little bit more energy. It was a very physical game, and every time the shot went up, you had 3, 4, 5 people crashing the boards, and that's where there's always going to be a lot of body contact. So I thought they, were pretty consistent with the calls they've made all season, but it's frustrating to continue down that route and give away so many.
What about James Ennis? He's pumping up the crowd while he's at the free throw line, everything like that.
I think he pumped it up 3 times, and they're the 3 you missed. So he might stop doing that, but. He's the best player I've ever been on a team with, and he's such a freak that sometimes, like tonight, you can give him the ball and he can score from anywhere. But he wasn't shooting the ball in particular well from 3, so he adjusted, and that's what great players can do. If they're not feeling it from the 3-point line, all of a sudden they're getting to the free throw line or they're getting points in transition. And Jimmy put on a show for everyone, and hopefully that's not the last time we see him, and hopefully he's a Wildcat for a long time. But he's a special player.
Hopefully it was his last appearance here at Perth Wildcats.
Hopefully it is for this season, that's for sure.
After one of those fouls, I think it was your third, Sean pulled you aside on the start of the court. What did he say to you?
He was just making sure that stay switched on into the game, and obviously you saw that I was frustrated to get 3 in the first half. But yeah, Sean's always good with knowing that if someone, just making sure everyone's still switched on, and he's been a great leader for his whole duration of the team. And the older he gets, the more of a mentor role he takes with anyone, regardless of you're the captain or 9th or 10th man.
Just back on James, he's already made a massive impact on this club. What would it mean if we could go to Adelaide now and do a repeat of what he did tonight?
It'd be incredible. I mean, he copped so much flack for people thinking he was, selfish because he was upset because he didn't win the MVP. It had nothing to do with that. He's such a team player, and the reality is, if he wanted to try and score 30 points every game, he probably could, but it'd be a negative to the team. So he plays according to what the team needs. Tonight we need him to go for 30 and 10, and that's exactly what he did. So hopefully he can finish off what's been an incredible season over in Adelaide and lift that trophy.
In terms of team effort, the offensive rebound in that second term, you talk about teams playing for each other, that's when you really bring to the fore, I suppose.
Yeah, well, I was spending a lot of time on the bench at that time. But you look at someone like Greg Hire, and just when things look like the tempo of the game could be changing, he comes in and gets 3 or 4 offensive rebounds, tap outs. Jesse Wagstaff's exactly the same. These guys just put their body on the line every single game, and it doesn't always show up in the stats line, but you watch the tape or you're out on the court, and it's inspirational, and it makes you lift because you don't want to be that guy that's not working as hard as him.
So when we're going over there, how do you deal with their fans? They can be pretty loud and noisy as well.
Yeah, they do. They get some great fans, and they had the best home record all season, so they've only dropped 1 game over there. So we're going to go over there with a game plan. Hopefully we can stay mentally switched on, take the crowd out of the game, and just play our style of basketball, because we're confident if we do that, it'll end in a championship.
That last game over there doesn't really mean much, I don't think.
No, and it won't mean much to them either. Both teams will go back, watch videos, see where they've got to improve on after tonight, take game plans in on Friday, and that'll be it. They'll throw the ball up, and hopefully we're the better team after 40 minutes.
Trevor, what day do you guys fly? Do you change the routine, the travel routine after all?
No, we'll go Thursday morning. Yep, we'll get there at Thursday lunchtime. So, yeah, good 24 hours beforehand.
Any injuries out of tonight?
Not that I know of. I haven't talked to anyone, but I haven't got reported any.
Speaking of injuries, Damo, you slipped in the paint a bit.
Yeah, just tweaked it a little bit. It was sore, but it's one of those ones you can go up and down a few times and you don't even feel it anymore. So I'll do the right thing by it with recovery tonight, but as far as I'm concerned, it'll be 100% by the morning.